All right. So everybody can hear my voice loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you so much for the feedback. Now, I welcome you all on behalf of Malaysian Astrological Society for year 2026 Inside Exchange session. We have been doing this since the last year, and today's would be the seventh episode. And all the sessions recording will be available in our Telegram channel later after the session. So today, 25th January 2026, from 8:30 to 10 p.m., we would conduct this session where we will discuss in predicting the career path for a specific native. Native means in Tamil, Jadagarla, the owner of the chart, or the person who is it might be a notable person, or he or she might be a client from my own database, can be anyone. So before we begin the session, let me recite the prayer as usual. Now, let's see. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyade Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevaya Sishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, we will begin by recapping. We will recap something from the last year, 2025. We began sharings by Master Rajeshwaran and also Mr. Chandra, also another teacher. Both of them are teachers and also astrologers. And they began by kickstarting the entire Inside Exchange with horoscope analysis of two notable people like Rajinikanth and Adolf Hitler. And then we also continued the following fortnight with Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Osho Rajneesh. And then we again shifted our focus on career choices. And Master Rajeshwaran shared his rules and also ideas on how to make a successful doctor, and Master Chandra or Mr. Chandra, a successful restaurateur. And then from 5th October 2025, we wanted to kickstart something new based on the suggestion of the president, Mr. Kavin Dayalan, that we wanted to do something like prospective prediction. Earlier, when we did all these uh, famous or notable people's personality, we already know who they are, and we try to find patterns or inclinations or tendencies within their chart to come up with any kind of prediction of what made them astrologically to become who they are. Most of them are very well known worldwide lah. Okay, so then we wanted to go for another kind of approach where we transit from retrospective validation. We wanted to do prospective prediction, which means we will be not looking back method, we will look ahead method, meaning if, let's say, the native comes to you at the young age, he or she might not even have gone to the working environment yet. And as astrologers or as practitioner of astrology, we wanted to see what kind of career inclination that is most suitable for them to embark in their adult life. So that session have become a little bit like fun because we had a lot of people throwing in inputs. We made a lot of mistakes, and that's fine. So here I will guide you step by step by putting in all the planets into the chart. And you, as audience and participants, will try to come up with your own interpretation on what kind of career path the native can become successful, even though the person at the end will be revealed as someone might be like very notable person, very successful person, most of the cases. So at the end, we will know or we will cross-check whether all the discussion of the rules of astrology have led to the exact or the most suitable career for the native. Now, here we start by choosing a predicting the career path, and we did for someone in the cine field, and that was actually Shah Rukh Khan. His chart was geared toward entirely Venusian quality. Wherever we go, like houses, Dharma Tirikona, Nakshatras, his chart was heavy with Venusian qualities. And then we went for another niche or career path, and I personally chose a politician and someone who's very fond for Indian citizens, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And then after these two notable figures, on the sixth episode, 2nd November 2025, I personally wanted to upscale or step up our skill in predicting the outcome of the particular career choices. So what we did, we simply put the chart there, and then there is no hint like this person is going to be in the cine field or politician. Earlier for Shah Rukh Khan and also Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, I did mention or I narrowed down the entire discussion to either the person is actually in cine field or politics or in sports or politics. For the sixth episode onwards, we did not give you any narrowed down options. We simply throw in the chart and then we want you to use the same Parasara rules to come up with rule-based framework thinking when you analyze a chart. And we did pretty good. Most of the students who were actually earlier students with Mr. Chandra, if I'm not mistaken, and also Master Rajeshwaran, were able to figure out what is the career path. And then we eventually came to know that the person who is the owner of the chart is actually none other than the Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher. And seventh episode today, 25th January 2026. And there's something very unique about this particular date. If you see, this is a seventh episode. And now, after I think 4:30 p.m., the moon is transiting in Ashwini Nakshatra. And Ashwini Nakshatra belongs to Kedu. Kedu's numerological number is 7. Today is seventh episode. Today's date is 25. 2 plus 5 is actually 7. And 25 plus January 01 plus 2026, all of them will add up to number 9, which is exactly where the nakshatra is placed in Mesha Rasi. Mesha Rasi owner or the lordship belongs to Mars. The numerological number is number 9. So it's all aligned. And Ashwini Nakshatra is the starting of the entire Kala Purusha chart. So we are kickstarting for Inside Exchange for year 2026 in most of the aligned way, I guess. So let's see what exactly we want to do today is the same thing. We want to predict career path based on Parasara rules. And the Parasara rules are as follows. There are many systems out there where we can deploy to predict or analyze a chart. Here we are sticking with Parasara rules because we in Malaysian Astrological Society, we start our basic to intermediate classes based on Parasara rules. So the 10th house going to be the Karma Bhava, and it's the main backbone of profession, status, and authority. The second house, sixth house, seventh house, and 11th house, they are also going to be playing a crucial role in supporting the 10th house, which means whatever the person is going to do or execute as actions in this physical dimension or in this incarnation, they will be supported by the second, sixth, seventh, and 11th house. And if the houses support very well, they will become very notable people, recognized publicly, recognized globally. And these are the houses that we will look into when we want to analyze a chart. But to keep it simple and to assist those who are just in the beginner level, we won't go too much deep into the analysis. We will keep it very beginner friendly still. Yet, if there are any one of you who are already having advanced viewpoints, advanced analysis, do practice some patience with those who are just still in the beginner level. So now the progress of the session would be like, we will figure out or we will find the 10th house lord. Since 10th house is the karma bhava, and the lord of the 10th house is the key in determining the career directions of a native, okay? And the particular lord or the planet will be positioned in a particular sign. Specifically, we want to zoom in a nakshatra, and these two placements and their strength, or what we call as dignity, debilitated, exalted, equal sign. In Tamil, it's like Archi, Ucham, Nicham, all these kinds of dignity. We would use them to determine the level of strength of that particular 10th house lord. And then we have many toolbox in astrology where we can refine our analysis further so that we can fine tune our prediction. We would use D9, which is none other than 9 times you zoom into the D1 chart. D1 chart is what you generate when you are born. That's D1. It's called Rasi chart. And you zoom into it 9 times, that's D9. Okay. If D1 is like visit to the doctor, D9 is like full scan, like a CT scan or blood test. It will reveal much more deeper level of the planetary strength in the D1. And then you will go to the Shatbala. Shatbala is also another finer layer. It will be already there in any softwares that we want to use. It will further tell us what is the strength of the particular planet. If it's weak, is it truly weak? If it's exalted, is it truly exalted? And then we will overlap all these with a Varga chart. A Varga means a specific type of chart. We have many Vargas, meaning many variation. And the D10 specifically focuses on the career. So we will go and see where the Lord of the 10th is placed in the D10. That's the main purpose of D10. And then, even though all the promises are already existing in the chart, we need to know whether the dasha system, which means if a person is ready to cook something, then it's up. If they're cooking for maybe lunch, it has to be lunchtime if they want to serve the customer. If it's already dinner, then you cannot serve lunch meal. You cannot serve breakfast. So even though the chart might have some promising yogas, might have some promising placements in 159, 2610, or in any panavaras, the dasha will determine whether it will flower, it will express itself in a specific time or not. So finally, we will overlap everything with dasha system. I prepared everything in a very visually pleasing, visually appealing way so that we don't have to look at any very dull kind of softwares. So I hope if anything missed, you just point out to me and then I will drag and drop it into the slide. Okay. Now, the entire framework looked like this. We wanted to predict career. Nothing about marriage, nothing about children, nothing about anything else, only about career. So we would locate the 10th lord. That's the first step. And then we would find the strength in the D1. And then we will find the strength in D9 and D10. And then we will try to predict what kind of career they might be inclined to naturally in this lifetime, or what kind of career that you as an astrologer or practitioner of astrologer would like to suggest to the native to embark on. And then finally, we will overlap with the Dasha system to see how well they can perform. Now, here, I wanted to tell you that this is a space where you can make mistakes. Okay, you might be having many other astrologers or people who are practicing astrology at a very high level, and they might think you might think that you made mistake, and then it might be something like you feel ashamed or whatsoever. You don't have to do, or you don't have to worry anything on those dimension. Here is a space where you can make a lot of mistakes. Make mistakes, make mistakes, and make mistakes. We will try to relay ideas, and then we will try to ask logic behind your mistake and also correct answers. So be free, be relaxed, and let's begin. Now, this is the chart of the native. Okay. Now, the ascendant is transiting in Gemini or Miduna. So I did not fill up the nakshatra where the ascendant is transiting. In every house, there are 3 nakshatras. First, can anyone name what are the 3 nakshatras in Gemini? You can type, you can talk, you can do both. You have a chat box, which I have access to.
Mrgashirisha Adra Punarvasu.
Mrigashirisha Adra Punarvasu. Your name, sir?
Vigneshwaran.
Vigneshwaran. Oh, you also had the basic class yesterday, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for joining. Okay, so we have Mrigashirida, Aridra, or in Tamil we call Trivadirai, and also Punarvasu. So if the ascendant is transiting on 21st degree, what nakshatra the ascendant is transiting. Mr. Vigneshwaran, நீங்க கொஞ்சம் கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க. நீங்க சொல்லிட்டீங்க. That give other people also some opportunity, yeah?
What was the degree? 21.
21, yeah, 21 degree.
Punarpusam.
Punarpusam. Can anyone else want to add or confirm, or you want to have any other options? What is the nakshatra?
Punarpusam 1.
Punarpusam 1. Okay. Anyone else would like to say anything else? Anyone else? Okay, let's ask Mr. Vigneshwaran Ravichandran. Would you like to confirm? Is it Punarpusam? Do you have any other notes with you?
Not push. You asked about Midhuna Rasi, right?
Yeah, in Midhuna
Ascendant
Rashi,
is in
the ascendant is at the 21st degree. So what nakshatra it is positioned on?
21st degree. I will hold my answer.
Okay, never mind. Then we will proceed further. It is actually Punarvasu or Punarpusam, Pada 1. So Punarpusam. So it's going to be Pada 1. Okay. Now, once we have find out ascendant, what we would look for. We know the
Rasi.
ascendant is actually, yes, who's that?
Rasi.
Rasi. Before even Rasi, what else? We know the ascendant. Next, what we would look for.
Position of the sun, is it?
No. Ascendant. We are still talking about ascendant. There are certain things that we want to look at ascendant itself.
Maybe we should look for ascendant lord.
Ascendant lord. Yes. So we would look for the ascendant lord. So who is the ascendant lord here?
Mercury.
Jupiter.
Mercury. Okay. I'm going to be...
Ascendant lord. Sorry.
Okay. Mercury is the ascendant lord. Okay. Excellent. So Mercury is actually transiting in Kundli Rasi or Virgo at the degree of 23rd. So what nakshatra the Mercury is transiting? What nakshatra?
Hastam 4.
Hastam 4. Okay. Anyone else would like to try? Mercury at the 23rd degree. What are the nakshatras in the Kundli Rasi or Virgo? What are the nakshatras? There are 3 nakshatras there. Anyone would like to try? Hello.
Uttiram, Astam, and Chittirai.
Is it Chittirai?
Uttiram, Astam, and
Chittirai.
Chittirai. So Mercury transiting in 23rd degree. So it's Hasta.
Oh.
So Hasta, 4th pada is accurate. Okay. Whenever you join for Inside Exchange, you can just refer to notes here. You don't have to be like memorizing everything. Eventually, when you go through many charts or engage with any other your own practices, you would eventually memorize them. You already get them in your mind. But when you come for sessions like this, you want to make the flow smoothly progressing. So just refer some notes. Okay. So it is actually transiting on Asta Pada 4. Now, next, what we would look at. So we have the ascendant and ascendant lord. Now we want to look at what?
Moon.
Moon. Okay. So the moon, why you want to look at the moon?
You want to see the Rasi, la?
We want to see the Rasi. Okay. So moon is actually in Meena Rasi. What does moon signifies? What does the moon signifies? What is the Karagatva for moon?
The mind.
The mind. Okay, very good. Now, moon is transiting in 14th degree in Pisces or Meenam. What nakshatra it is transiting in?
Puratari.
Purattadi. Anyone else?
Uttirattadi, Uttirattadi 4.
Privacy.
Uttirattadi 4. Anyone else? Anyone else would like to try? It's not Purattadi.
No.
So, what's the answer? At 14th degree, there is a nakshatra that belongs to Saturn. What nakshatra is it?
Uttratati. Pada one,
Uttarattadi.
I think. Mm.
Pada 1. No.
Mm.
Uttarattadi, both of you, Mr. Vijayan Krishnan and Bhavani is correct, but it's actually Pada 4. Okay, so Uttarattadi. How we call Uttarattadi in Sanskrit?
Tadi Uttarapada.
Uttarabhadrapada.
Uttarapada. Correct.
Uttarabadrapada. How we call Punarpusam in Sanskrit?
Punarvasu.
Punarvasu. Excellent, excellent. So now tell something about the native. We already know the ascendant to be Gemini, Midhunam. Tell something about Midhuna Lakanam or Gemini ascendant natives. Anyone would like to try? We have 24 people participating, so make sure everybody have some inputs. We don't want only என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க many people keeping quiet, just observing, and less people are participating. We want you to get some experience just making mistakes. So just throw on any ideas. If it's a mistake, doesn't matter. I'm not going to scold you. You're not going to be evaluated here. You won't be getting embarrassed here. Tell something about Midhuna Lakhanam. Midhuna Lakhanam, the Lord is Mercury. Mercury signifies what? When it comes to a human being, Mercury signifies what?
Communication.
Communication. Who is that?
Satya.
Satyavani. Madam Satyavani,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Communication. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you know, you can type, you can talk. So there's someone, Sharmila mentioned good communicators. Excellent. Shekel mentioned maths smart. Maybe intermarriage. Intermarriage. What do you mean by intermarriage? Anyone else would like to try? Mercury ascendant. Intellect, intelligence, yes, one of the Karagatwa, Skandanada Swami, intellect and intelligence. And then anything else you want to say about Mercury, Gemini ascendant, people who are Gemini ascendant, they are intelligent, Rupa, mixed marriage, I meant. Okay, mixed marriage, I meant. Okay. So Shekel said it's a mixed marriage because it's a dual sign, is it? What's the logic of mixed marriage? Even though the topic is not about marriage. Okay. Now, ascendant being in the Gemini, they are excellent communicators. They are good with maths. Okay, we can also extract another keyword. They are very good with system thinking. Okay, the Lagnam or the ascendant belongs to the Mercury. They both are very precision oriented. They are able to understand systems accurately, deeply, and also they are also able to develop systems. So they are mostly system thinkers. They are good with maths, yes. Mercury is also about the lord of for the career path of accountant, if I'm not mistaken. Guru is finance, Mercury is accountant. Is that correct, Bhavani? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Guru is for finance and Mercury is for accountancy, right? Keeping
Guru,
account.
we take for banking, finance.
Okay. Mercury can also be
We take for also IT related and also for accountant.
Okay.
Because they be very good in mathematics.
Okay. Thank you. Now, if you see Who mentioned the good communicators? Sharmila Mohan mentioned good communicators. Okay, now which Rasi is Kala Purusha Rasi? Which is the first Kala Purusha?
Third house.
Which is the first
Ascendant.
Rasi in Kala Purusha? Shekel said Aries. Mixed marriage, I meant. Mixed marriage due to Rahu. Oh, okay. Due to Rahu. Okay. Okay. Which Rasi is the first Rasi in Kala Purusha?
Mesha.
Aries.
Okay, Aries, Mesha Rasi. Now, in astrology, the third house is actually house of communication. That's why the third house belongs to Mercury, and Mercury by default takes the quality or the significators of being excellent communicators. So from planetary wise, Mercury belongs to communication. From Bhava, meaning first house, second house, third house, the third house is also house of communication. So both belongs to Mercury. So the assignment of Mercury being the planet for communication is because from Kala Purusha, which is actually Aries, Miduna is the third house. Okay. Now, so these people are excellent communicators. They are they are intelligent and math smart. Now the Lagna Lord is now positioned in Virgo or Kanni Rasi. What is the dignity of the Lagna Lord? What is the quality? Exalted.
Exalted. Yeah.
Exalted, exalted.
Exalted. Okay. Exalted. What do we mean by exalted?
It is at maximum power, strength.
Maximum strength. Is it also Mula Trikona? In which house Mercury attains Mula Trikona?
Correct. It's in Virgo.
Virgo itself. So Mercury is the only planet which has two dignity in the same sign. And he's also own sign, Mercury for Miduna and also Kanni. But Kanni is much more special because it is where it is getting exalted and it is also where it is getting its Mula Tirikona capacity. Okay. Now, if the Lagna Lord is exalted and also in its own sign, now tell something about this person. We already know they are excellent communicators, very good in maths, okay, system thinking. So now the Lagna Lord, in the
Funny.
yeah,
I don't think it's exalted because Mercury exalted is 0 to 15 degrees only. This is 23:18 minutes.
oh, you
So
want
it
to
is
go
not
to
exalted. Not
in the house.
exalted.
In the house system, it's exalted, but when you go to the degree system, it's also moving away from exaltation. That's what you meant.
No, actually, it is to get exalted, Mercury must be 0 to 15 degrees. But I don't think so. It's 23:18, right?
Uh-huh.
So it is not exalted also. In Mula Trikona also,
Uh-huh.
0 to 20 only. So no Mula Trikona also.
So it's neither exalted, neither Mola Trikona, but it's only on its own sign.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Ruling.
Ruling Lord of Kanya.
Okay.
Okay. So now, if those of you are still beginners, he's actually going in a much more deeper level of analyzing based on nakshatra level and also degree level. In order for us to find if the planet is truly exalted, truly Mula Trikona, or truly debilitated, we have certain systems that we can apply with degree systems, and that's what he meant. So if you are a beginner class student, if you haven't learned yet degree-based systems, just follow through. This is just a place where people who already finished basic classes or already practicing astrology, they want to also throw up ideas in, okay? Thank you, Mr. Vijayan Krishna. Now, Mercury in here is neither exalted, it's neither Mula Trikona, but it is an own sign. Now, based on that dignity, explain again the ascendant or the quality. What will happen if Mercury is actually debilitated here? what will be the quality of the ascendant lord or the native if the Lagna lord is debilitated here compared to in its own sign? What will be the difference?
Ascendant is charged.
Yes, your name is
Vigneshwaran.
Mr. Vigneshwaran. Yes, can you come again?
The ascendant will be overpowered.
Overpowered, meaning like if the ascendant lord is actually here, so what will be the interpretation? Is it like overpowered? What overpowered?
The ascendant can have high level recognition for his mathematical work.
If the Mercury is here, is it?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay. So in here, it is in its own sign. In here, exactly 7 house apart is 180-degree opposition. So a planet which is actually in a good dignity, exactly in the 7th house from where it is getting exalted or equal sign, it will become debilitated, meaning a very weak. So the difference between a Lagna Lord being in here and being in here is basically what? Here it's the Lagna Lord is very weak. So will this person will be good at mathematics or excellent communicators if it's debilitated?
If he's debilitated, his confidence level, his intelligence level, everything in a sense directly will be debilitated as well. So his physical, vital health, personality, self-image will be in a negative level. And of course, vice versa, if it's exalted, just opposite, positive side of it.
Excellent. Very good explanation. Simple and very good understanding as well. Now, thank you so much. What was your name, sir? Who answered this?
Kandan.
Skandanatha Swami. Okay, thank you.
Only Kandan. Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay, now, so since the Mercury is positioned in a very good dignity here, so we can say whatever that relates to the Gemini ascendant, like being a good communicator, good in maths, good in systems thinking, all that will naturally flow very well for this ascendant. Now let's move to the moon. Moon is transiting in Uttaratadi Nakshatra or Uttarabhadrapada in Sanskrit. The house belongs to who? This house belongs to who?
Guru's house.
Guru. So Guru, I'm going to just placing Guru. So Guru is actually transiting in Leo. Now the house lord is Guru or Jupiter. Jupiter is transiting in Leo in 4 degrees. So we already have the degree to be transiting in Magha Nakshatra. We will go to the Magha Nakshatra later. Now, moon transiting in Pisces or Meena Rasi. Tell something about the mind of this person. Every one of us have a mind. We're going to be thinking anyway. We're going to be using emotions. Emotion. Now, moon is transiting in Meena Rasi. So what will be their dominant thinking pattern or thinking process? Anyone?
They'll be highly insensitive, intuitive,
Highly sensitive, intuitive,
compassionate.
Compassionate.
So it's all relating to the Pisces nature.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else would like to try? Anyone else would like to try based on the nakshatra? Nakshatra owner is Saturn, Uttratadi. What is the quality of moon transiting on Saturn's nakshatra?
Uttarattari Nakshatra people are good in business.
Good in business. What's the logic of it?
Second house lord has gone into the 10th house.
Okay,
Second house is finance.
And
gone into
the 10th house. Okay.
House. Uttarattari Satan is a lot of the 8 and 9, 7, 8 and 9. Yeah. gone into 10,000.
Anyone
It's
else?
some
Right. So, yeah, சொல்லுங்க sir. Yeah.
certain nakshatras are meant for business people, like Revati, Uttartadi. So on that account, I'm saying that one.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else you want to add, sir?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, guys, I'm so
Nee,
sorry.
Panay, I also note that Oppo has not revealed himself. Can you address that also, please?
Anyone, and the person who has the username is Oppo, but they're not there. They
Oh,
left.
no more? Left, is it?
Yeah, maybe they have renamed. Not sure.
Okay. Okay, then okay.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, okay. Okay, sorry guys, I left in the flow to see the chat box. Okay, so Shekel mentioned a too perfect person and accuracy high level, probably thinking of migrating overseas only. Is that for the moon or is that for the Mercury? Which one you mentioned for Shekel? Okay, Sharma Mohan mentioned about emotional, empathetic. Okay, good at investment. I think all these are coming for the moon, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, when you are mentioning anything related to that was moon at the 12th house. Moon at 12th house. Okay, moon is actually in the 10th house. It's not in the 12th house. Okay, Bhavani said structured thinking. Okay, structured thinking. Is it because structured due to Jupiter, due to nakshatra lord being Saturn?
Due to Nakshatra Lord, Saturn. Saturn
oh.
is very structured and disciplined. Kind of thinking.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, see, guys, this is how we want to have logic inside so that when you understand any charts, maybe you see some discussions or some YouTube videos, when they explain, you must ask if they predict certain things or analyze certain way, why they say it. Or when you go for any astrological consultation, you can ask the astrologer why you say so, whatever that he said or she said so. So when you understand the logic behind it and you know that particular session is going to be authentic, okay? And even when you want to do any reading for anyone else or even your own chart, it will be very logically oriented and you'll be able to trust your intuitive and your logic side together to interpret the outcome in your own life or someone else. Okay, now moon is transiting in the Jupiter's house. Now Jupiter, the Lord, is transiting in the third house. Now before we even go to that one, the first layer that we will finish is the planets. Okay, and if you notice, Mr. Kavin mentioned that second lord is in the 10th house. And those of you who are still beginners, the second lord in the 10th house is much more advanced layer of analysis. When you study further, you would find these kinds of very intriguing, very exciting way of decoding a chart in a many numerical, in a many various ways. So second lord being in the 10th house, it carries different meanings. Or when you read the chart, moon being the significator of the mind, position in the 10th house, the person lifelong will be thinking mostly about career related stuff. If the moon is transiting in the 12th house, then we can say anything related to foreign opportunities. Or if in the 7th house, anything related to public engagement, spouse. So these are the dominant domain the native will have the most tendency to think throughout their life, or especially in the specific planet's dasha system or dasha layer. Okay. Now, so we have ascendant, we have ascendant lord, we have moon. We also brought in Jupiter in the third house. Now we are going to look at the next planet, which is the most important planet in the chart. Anyone? We have ascendant lord, we have the moon. There's one more. In Tamil, we say Vidhi, Madi, Gadi. Or in the Western astrology, they will call it big three. So
Sun.
two already here. One more.
Sun.
Sun. Okay, so I'm going to pull in sun. Sun is here. Sun is transiting in 11th degree in Libra. What is the dignity of the sun?
It's in the debilitated house.
It's in the debilitated house. It's in the debilitated house. Okay, so sun is debilitated. Now, the moment we see a planet to be weak, what we will look at.
We look for if it's Nicha Banga Raj Yoga or Nicha Banga. Check
Nicha
for
Banga.
the
Check for what? So how do we know what we look for?
the Lord of the house or the
Okay.
planet which is exalted. If it's
Uh-huh.
sitting in the Kendra
Uh-huh.
house
Mhm.
or is exalted.
Okay. So again, when we are looking at the Nietzsche planet, we wanted to see if there is any support. So there are supports on 3 levels. First, if the house lord is in a good condition or not. Let's say this is for the beginners and those who are really already expert. Be patient with me and also be patient with the beginners also. We wanted to make sure that everybody learns together with the same pace. So let's say a planet is debilitated, and if the planet is actually like a poor person, but if the lord or the owner of the house, let's say I'm a poor person, I come to your house, but you are a rich person. You would never allow me to dress up like in a poor condition and also sleep in your expensive bed. You would bring me for shopping and then you buy me good dresses and then you will keep me well. So same way, if the planet is debilitated in a sign, we would look if the house lord in a good condition or not. If the house lord is in either exalted, in own sign, or if there is another planet in the particular house, is also in exalted, or if there are any other connections like trine or kendra, which is a much more advanced level, we can say the planet is getting a support, which means it can be relieved away from the debilitation. So here, this Rasi is Tula Rasi, Libra. Who is the house lord?
Venus.
Venus. So Venus is actually in here. It's transiting in 26 degree. Now, what is the dignity of the sun?
Nicha Banga.
Nicha Banga. What is the meaning of Nicha Banga? Can anyone explain simply for those who are beginners?
The debilitation is cancelled.
Debilitation is cancelled. The weakness has been relieved. Okay, very good. Now, the sun signifies what in a person's life? Or in astrology, sun signifies what? Anyone? You can-
Father,
Sun signifies father, okay.
health,
Health, okay.
soul.
Soul. Okay, now if you see, we have 3 layers, Madam Satyavani mentioned. So the first layer is always about the person. So that is where we're going to begin. So it's about the soul, Atma Karaga. Among the planetary significators, sun is the Atma Karaga. Moon is Mano Karaga. Mano means mind. So there are other Karagas for other planets as well. For example, Dana Karaga is Jupiter, wealth. Sukran, Venus, Kalattara Karaga, or the planet responsible for marriage. So here, Sun is actually Atma Karaga, the soul. And then she also mentioned about father. In astrology, you can also bring in the layer of relationships. If the first house is you, then the second house is someone else. The third house is like your siblings. The second house is your immediate family. The fourth house is your mother. So when we wanted to see house-wise, we can go for relationships in that order. But planets also have their own relationships. Like, who is the mother planet in astrology, Vedic astrology? Which planet signifies your mother?
Moon.
Moon. Which planet signifies your siblings?
Mars.
Mars. Which planet signifies your mentor?
Jupiter, Guru. Yeah.
Okay. Now, since Sun is actually the Atma Karaga, it's also among the big 3, or the Vidhi, Madhi, Gadi. Sun also an important component in Vedic astrology. So we have the Vidhi. Vidhi is the ascendant. Madhi is the moon. Gadi is the sun. Okay. Now, we have all these 3. Now, now I'm going to be bringing in another planet because it's important here. So Saturn is here. at the 28th degree. So what is the quality or dignity of Saturn?
It's exalted. Well,
Exalted.
exalted at 20 degrees.
Mhm.
Exalted at 20 degrees. Yeah. So it is in the exalted house.
It's
Yeah.
in the exalted house, but is it already passing beyond the exaltation, Mr. Vijay and
Yes.
Krishna?
Mr. Panera,
Yeah.
this sun is not debilitated,
Yes. Bring
Sun
in
is
the
not
degree.
debilitated in Tula because it's 11 degrees.
Uh-huh.
It is supposed to be 0 to 10 degrees is debilitated.
Being 10th is the deepest debilitation.
0 to 10 degrees are debilitated, but this 11 degrees 45 minutes.
Mhm.
So it is not debilitated actually.
Okay.
Sun.
Okay.
And the second thing, the Saturn also is
Uh-huh.
28, 20, right?
Yeah.
But Saturn exalted 0 to 20 only.
Hmm.
So it's not exalted also.
Okay.
Saturn.
Okay. So
Okay.
here, so how do we go with the Nichabanga Raja Yoga? Is it applicable or is it not? A planet can only attain a Nichabanga Raja Yoga when it's actually truly debilitated, but here it's not the case. So what we can say about this?
Well, we can say that it's not Nichabanga Raja Yoga.
Okay, it's not a Nichabanga Raja Yoga, okay, because it's not initially Nicham itself.
Yeah, yes.
Now, if you guys notice that he's actually tracking everything in a very granular level, which is actually excellent degree-wise. That's why we put degrees for the planet as well. But without degree, when you are studying in basic astrology, you will be seeing that this sun is actually Nietzsche, and then Venus house lord, and also there is an exaltation planet. Then we will say sun is actually Nietzsche Banga Raja Yoga. So when we wanted to do any kind of analysis, we wanted to check the degree systems as well so that we can truly see if the planet going to be supporting the person, whatever that the planet signifies for that particular Karagatwa or being the significator of that particular quality. Now, we have ascendant, Gemini. We have ascendant Lord in the 4th house, okay? We have the moon in the 10th house. We have Sun, Venus, and Saturn in the 5th house. For now, Jupiter, we let it go. Now, in order to find the personality of the person, what are the houses that we will take account into? The personality of the person. What are the houses? Remember, we have 4 types of trikona. What is the first trikona? What is the first trikona? What is the name of it? Anyone? You can type, you can talk. What is the first trikona? Hello. At least what is the second trikona, third trikona, anything that you remember?
159.
159 is called what? What is the name of the trikona?
Jupiter.
No. What is the name of the trine? 159 house, 1 and 5. What is the Dharma trikona?
Dharma Trikona.
Dharma trikona. So we wanted to see the personality of the person because the personality will determine how he or she behaves while interacting with the world. And based on that behavior, he or she will attract certain opportunities. And based on those behaviors, he or she will make decisions. And based on those decisions, he or she will get opportunity to expand or contract. Okay, so personality identification is very important when it comes to analyzing a person's chart. So 159, the first house lord, Mercury, is already there. The 5th house lord, Venus, is already there. Who is the lord of the 9th house?
Satan.
Satan. So,
Yeah.
so Satan is actually here. So we already have 159 cluster here. Now describe about the person. Initially, when we only knew the ascendant being the Gemini, good communicators, that's one skill on one planet, and that is Mercury. Now you have Sun, Venus, Saturn. So now describe about this person.
The person will be very disciplined person.
Because of what?
The ascendant, well, is Rasi is Satan. Now the 9th house is Satan, and 5th is got Satan qualities, you know. So looking at that, he's got a lot of Satan characteristics.
Satan
So,
qualities. Okay.
Qualities, correct.
Okay. So Satan eventually discipline, patience.
Mm.
Okay. What else we can say about this person? Anyone would like to try? You can type, you can talk. Be free to make mistakes. Mr. Vigneshwaran Ravichandran, you want to try?
No,
Okay.
I'm too beginner to this. So it's I just want to digest first before I post any question. So
Okay, sure.
I have questions. I have a lot of questions on the technicalities itself. So first of all, it is better for me to understand the
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
technicalities. Yeah.
Okay. So Shekel said creative due to Venus' own house and pleasant looking. Okay. So both of them are actually qualities of the Venus, which is creative due to Venus sitting in its own house and also pleasant looking. Thank you, Shekel. Anyone would like to describe based on the sun? What does sun signifies? What quality sun signifies? Hello? Is my thing hang or what? Hello? Anybody there? Can you hear?
Sun is leadership qualities.
Okay, leadership quality. Okay. Anyone else? There are many people here, Vijayan Krishnan, Edwin, Kalavadi, Kadirvelu, Nitha, Padma Devi, Pushparani, Rajeshwaran, Rupa, Satyavani, Sharmila. You guys can type or you guys can also say something.
Although sun, sorry, I'm Vignesh here.
Yeah.
Although sun is malefic, but sun can be or natural healer.
Sun can be natural healer, meaning this person is a natural healer. Is that what you mean?
Maybe because he has good communication. Good communication when you have like I can see a triangle here between ascendant, sun, and moon. So the person can be a good healer, or he may have received dreams.
So
you're not calculating the moon, right?
No, we are only discussing about the Dharma Trikona, which is actually a triangle. So in astrology, we will always use geometry patterns because geometry is nature's own mathematics. So ancient masters used geometry. So you mentioned about I can see the triangle there is actually exactly a trine. So that's why we call it a trine. Very good observation there. So I put a trine for you. Okay, now you can continue, please.
So I think, I don't know, I think they will have natural healing abilities if checked further. Maybe they can, through their speech, they can heal things.
Okay, through the speech they can heal things. Okay, because speech is actually like third lord sitting in the 5th house. There's possible explanation. Thank you. Anyone else would like to say something about sun? Sun signifies leadership. So how the leadership of this person will thrive? Can he or she express leadership? At what level? Low level, medium level, high level? Anyone? Okay, there's a chat box. Mr. Edwin said sun, politics, management. Okay, sun signifies politics, management. Rupa mentioned independent and ambitious. Yes, accurate. A fair leader maybe due to sun being in Libra. Yes, that's a very good, very detailed interpretation. Sun being in the Libra. Libra is the house of the scale. Everything needs to be balanced. Sun can also be very authoritative, bossy, but Sun transiting in Libra has totally different quality. These kinds of leaders love to be fair and square. And that's what Ms. Sharmila mentioned there. So very good observation. Very good point there. Anyone else would like to try anymore? We have a
One thing that I observe,
yeah, please.
Saturn in Libra
Mm-hmm.
is actually in Visaga Nakshatram,
Yes.
which belongs to Guru, Jupiter.
Yes.
While the moon is sitting in the Uttaratadi, it belongs to Sunny,
Yes.
the Saturn.
Yes.
So in this way, I say that this native is actually creative in communication. At times, he can be very stubborn, and he shows a good leadership to others. But he has the moon there, and ascendant is Miduna, Gemini.
Yeah.
At times, because they are creative, at times they can be sway. Their views are sometimes may change abruptly, and they at times they cannot be very stable, I think.
Okay.
But most of the time they are okay because of the Saturn.
Okay.
Uttaratadi.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Anything else you want to add, sir?
No, that's all.
Okay. Okay. Now, for those who are beginners, let me further clarify what he mentioned. Now, every Rasi will have its own element. We have 4 elements, starting from Aries: fire, earth, air, water. So air signs, they are very flamboyant in their thinking. They can change swiftly. They can change decisions immediately. But also, that's a positive character of being adaptable, being agile. So people who are in an air sign, so if you see here, this is actually an air element, air element, air element. So air elemental people will be swift in their decision making. That's what he's coming at. The layer that he used unconsciously is actually the element layer. And then he also mentioned Saturn being there. Saturn, even though you are having Saturn being the slowest planet, Moon being the fastest planet. So when a person is having Saturn, but also an air sign dominant, the Saturn being here in the 5th house will also give them the ability to calm down, slow down their fast-paced thinking. So this person is also air sign dominant, but also have someone who can modulate or regulate, and that is Saturn, which is the slowest planet. So slow doesn't always mean delay for Saturn, yeah? It can also be patience. It can also be someone who can be composed, think first before act, okay? Now, so we already know 159, a little bit here and there. We know the person to be the Miduna ascendant. Mercury is the Lord. And we have 159. I'm going to share something here. 159 being the Dharma Trikona, it says something like the shape itself is a trine shape. So you start from here, and then you have the 5th house, and then you have the 9th house, and then it will come back here. So you only have 2 points to visit, and then you back to the first point itself. So anything in the trine position happens to be something that has frictionless. Always keep that in mind. It's frictionless, meaning any planet in that 159, whatever qualities they have, the native will be able to express them easily. But also we have to see what are the dignity of the particular, what we call the planetary dignity. But why is it in the ancient masters says that it's a frictionless? Is simply because this is air sign, this is air sign, this is air sign. All of them are the same one element. When you work in an office and then suddenly your boss want to push you into another office, but when you go to that particular office, you know a lot of people who are already familiar with you. So you will be having ease time to actually move around. That's what it means to have your own element in all the three rasis. So when you are in your own element, you will move without friction. And when you have Kendra houses, what we call as quad houses, and quad houses moves like 1, 4, and it will move 4, 4, and 4 in a pattern like 4 square. So there you will cover all the 4 elements: earth, fire, earth, air, and water. So you have 4 elements to master. That will bring more friction. So 159 or any trine position is always frictionless. Keep that in mind. So 159 is Dharma Trikona. That Dharma Trikona says what are the qualities that are easily expressed by the native. We want to dedicate our attention to that particular area so that we can inform the native. These are the qualities that are easily you can express or hone on or use as your best tool to navigate within this particular life. Now, we still have Mars. I'm going to just drag and drop Mars here. Where is Mars? Okay, Mars is actually transiting together with the Lagna Lord at the 16th degree in Asta Nakshatra as well. And the most important planets, they are the Rahu and the Ketu. Okay, Rahu and Ketu are here. I'm going to remove the trine. We already filled up everything. Okay. Now, based on this, I'm going to move to the next slide. They are exactly the same. Let's check that. They are exactly the same. Nothing changed. Here, I need to just copy this, copy, and I'm going to just paste it here. Delete and then paste. So we have already this one. So this is Rasi. Sorry, this is ascendant. This is the Rasi. We have Ketu, we have Rahu here. We have Jupiter here. Now, in order to find the career path of the person, I've already mentioned earlier the rule. Which house lord is important?
Tenth house lord.
10th house. Who is the lord of the 10th house?
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Where Jupiter is transiting?
Transiting in the third house.
Third house of?
Communication.
Okay. Third house of, what is the name of the Rasi?
Third house, sorry. Leo.
Leo. Leo. Okay, thank you. Simha. So now the 10th lord is actually in the third house. And you also have moon in the 10th house. These are the 2 planets that we are going to be focusing for career. Now, start the discussion. What would you like to suggest as the most suitable career for this person? Anyone? Tenth house lord is Jupiter. What is the dignity of Jupiter here?
In a friendly house. Friend's house. Friend's house.
Okay, friend's house. The nakshatra is Maga Nakshatra.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say about Maga Nakshatra?
Maga Nakshatra is royal, but it's Ketu's Nakshatra. So the person may speak very sharply.
May speak very sharply. Indeed, this person is a person who have like a sharp communication while this person managing the entire management.
Yes.
So, anything else? Anyone else would like to try? You can type.
I would think this person will make an ideal journalist.
Journalist, because of what logic?
Air signs is strong, you know. Lagna, 5th house, 9th house. Moon is being expected by Mercury, which is in dignity. Again, speaking, intellect, and yes, the 10th house lord has gone into a 3rd house, which is house of communication. And this person will speak the truth because, sun is in Libra, together with Venus and Satan. Venus and Satan are in good state in friend's house. They are friends.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So looking at this, I would think this person will do well in journalism.
Journalism. Okay.
Some journalism,
Mhm.
anchoring a news
Mhm.
channel,
Mm.
kind
Okay.
of that role. And
Okay.
if you take from moon, Mars is looking at it. That's a Chandramangala yoga,
Mhm.
from 4th house
Mhm.
and 10th house. It
Mhm.
builds the 10th house qualities,
Mhm.
to yes, a lot of 6 and 11 in 4. Okay.
Okay. Anyone else would like to try? You done, sir?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Thank you. Now, for the beginners, if you see Mr. Kavin has used some aspects. Aspects means how the planet receives the sunlight and then reflects back. All the planet will have standard 7th aspect, which is the 180-degree reflection. And some planets like Saturn, Mars, and also Jupiter, they have special aspects, which you will learn in Madam Bhavani's class, in upcoming classes. So here he used some aspect-related analysis, calling this as a Chandramangala Yoga. And anyone else would like to try? 10th Lord in the 3rd house. And 10th Lord is Jupiter. Jupiter in the 3rd house. Okay, let me ask differently. 3rd house being the house of communication. How this person will communicate? Whatever that you want to do in this world, you have to communicate in order to interact. So communication is the most important skill. So for this person, Jupiter is in the 3rd house, house of Simha or Leo, in the nakshatra of Kedu. So how this person will communicate? Anyone? Virupa said, teaching, a good writer. Okay. 3rd house is actually teaching, communicating because a good writer, good teacher, teaching line is suitable. Okay, good teacher, teaching line is suitable. I think it's Dr. Bhaskaran. And then intellectual and philosophical type of communication. Okay, because of Jupiter. Okay, strategic speech. Okay, why strategic speech? Shekhar, is it because of Jupiter or because of Sun? There are 2 layers there. Is it because of Jupiter, because of Sun? Which one? Strategic speech. Jupiter. Okay. Strategic speech can be taken because it's Kedu Nakshatra as well. Anyone else? Mr. Vijayan Krishnan? Mr. Edwin? Anyone else? You guys? Mr. Sri Ganesh? Vigneshwaran? Vijayan Krishnan? Mr. Skandanada? How this person communicates? Okay, let's proceed to another question. 2nd house is house of speech. 3rd house is house of communication. If you see the 2 layers almost identical, but they are different. But in what way? 2nd house is house of speech. 3rd house is house of communication. How to differentiate these 2? Can anyone explain to the beginners? Yeah, Mr. Vigneshwaran, is it? You want to talk? Who is it? Second house is house of speech. 3rd house is house of communication. What's the difference? They look almost alike. Anyone?
The 2nd house is how one speak, whether they are always with anger, are they sweet, are they with emotions? Whereas communication is mass. You're communicating with other people, media, the public, those kind of thing. Whereas this 2nd house is the personality, how he conjunct a certain situation and say his words. Is he very negative or very sharp? That kind of thing, Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else would like to try?
Okay, can I try?
Yeah, please, Madam Satya.
I'm not sure. I'm looking at it from the language point of view.
Yeah,
So
please, you're the right person. Yeah.
Speech is verbal when we talk.
Okay.
Communication is very broad. It's the way you dress, the way you move about. It's writing, communications, speaking, everything. It's a broader thing. So I'm not sure whether astrology, they are looking at it like that or what.
They are looking at it that way. But anyone else? Thank you for sharing. That's actually a very good view because you're a language teacher. Miss Sharmila, you want to try? You're also a language teacher.
I think speech it can be just one way, and communication can be more focused on two-way communication.
So can you give examples? Can both of you give an examples like for
I
us
think something like how Mr. Kavin mentioned just now, like speech is how the person speaks, the way the person speaks. And communication is more on how the person.
I'm sorry, you are muted, Sharmila.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, where was I? Okay. So I was saying, speech is more on how a person speaks, maybe the words that is being used or how exactly they, basically how they speak. And communication is more two ways, I feel, like how they express themselves, how they also listen, it's not just about one way. So it's more two way, I feel.
Okay, thank you so much. Two language teachers have given some very good input today. Now, from my understanding also, I would like to share. So second house, let's say, I'll give you an example. Say someone asks, can we go for a movie today? And then the person says that, yeah, why not? Or the person says, no, I'm not into this movie. The third house, let's say, I wanted to convey something. Like, if I convey to this person, he or she is not in a good condition to reply properly. So let me wait and see when this person will actually be approachable, when this person will be having the right mindset to make decision. So when I want to think something and then I just say it out without analyzing how I should approach, if the timing is right, if the opportunity is already there, that's speech. You just speak. But when you analyze, when you want to approach, when you want to fine tune your approach towards a person in order to present your ideas, in order to communicate an idea from your mind to another mind, that's communication. So a person, when they wanted to have an idea, they can simply talk to themselves or they can simply share. But when you present it, that's the house number 3. House of communication. So communication, you can also have an interchange word, how you present to others. It can be your clothes, the way you dress up. It can be through your writing. It can be through publishing, even though the 9th house is also house of publishing. It can be something that the way that you try to cross your ideas to other person, like how Madam Satyavani and also Ms. Sharmila said, it's involving the other person, broader concept. Whereas the speech is only related to the person, like how Mr. Kavin said, it's personal. That's how we differentiate it, okay? So now, thank you for all 3 of you. Jupiter is the planet for being in the advisory role. So is this person can advise somebody? Can he or she be in the advisory board, being Jupiter in Simha? Mr. Ruba said yes. Okay. Simha is also a house of government because it belongs to sun. Okay. So do you think this person have a lot of connection with the sun? I mean, related to government? Anyone? We will later see who is this person. Is it possible? Because sun is not debilitated there, as what Mr. Vijayan Krishnan mentioned. So is this person, because you want to work anyway, it's either in government sector or private sector, right? That's why I'm asking. Jupiter is the 10th lord, transiting in the house of government, which is actually the 3rd house of Simha or Leo. Now the house lord is not debilitated, even though it's in debilitation sign. So do you think this person can go into government sector or private sector? Or even if the person want to go to government university or private university? Anyone? Government or private? Private. Shekel said private. Okay, why private? That's what I wanted to ask. Why private? Is it because you take that sun is not debilitated or debilitated? Why private? Why not government? When people come and ask you, they will ask you, is it government college better or private better? Should I go for government related job or private job? Okay, private because of Mercury, I guess. Okay, because of Mercury. No, we are not talking about Mercury here. Jupiter 10th Lord being in the Simha, what kind of opportunity, private or government sector? Anyone. It can be a politician, so government. It can be a businessman, so private. So which one? You can also say maybe they work in government and then move to their own startup. Possible. Some charts do promise that way. Which one? More possible in government since 10th house Lord in the 3rd house, which is related to government. More possible in government since 10th house Lord in the 3rd house, which is related to government. Okay, that's from Ms. Sharmila. Okay, now
Sun is not in a good stead. It's with Satan, it's arch rival. So I don't think it's government. I think more private.
More private. Okay. Within this particular Tula Rasi, we have, based on degree, we have Saturn being here as the highest degree. In fact, in this chart, Saturn is the planet which has the highest degree. So that rule can be applied, that you say that sun may not be possible government or private. Okay. Later we will see. Anything else? Now let's go to the planet in the 10th house itself, moon in the 10th house. So based on this, what we can say about the person's career choices. Based on moon in the 10th house. Moon is emotions. Moon is empathy. So he would practice empathy and also anything related to emotions, but also discipline because Saturn's nakshatra. So what kind of career?
Probably is suitable for teaching because, yeah, he has empathy. He is emotionally sensitive, but he also has the ability to lead, be firm, and have the capacity to advise. So I think this person will have the skills and also the temperament to teach. It can be lecturing, it can be school administration, but I don't think at kindergarten level.
Okay. Don't think, so mean higher level, like teaching adults.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Kalavati. Now, let me tell all of you that you guys not even close 30%. Okay, so let's do better by going to Navamsa. Okay, I'm gonna go to Navamsa now. Okay, let's see. Okay, now in Navamsa, and also we are going to look at the most important chart is actually Bhava chart. Okay, now in Navamsa, we are gonna confirm what is the use of Navamsa. Anyone? Simply one sentence. What is the use of Navamsa?
You check the 10th house.
No. The D10.
Sorry, Navamsa.
Yeah, Navamsa.
Check the strength of the planet.
Check the strength of the planet, if it's truly debilitated or not, it's truly exalted or not. So how do we use it here? So here, is the sun debilitated?
No.
Is it
No.
truly? It's not truly debilitated. Now here, what else? We have Mercury here. So Mercury is actually in this house. Usually we will use Navamsa for another purpose. It starts with the V. What's that? The term starts with V.
Vargotama.
Vargotama, correct. What is the meaning of Vargotama?
Planet position in the same house in Navamsa and Rasi chart.
The planet's position in the D1 is also in the same position in the D9. That's what we call as Vargotama. meaning it's truly weak or truly strong, or it's actually having some form of strength, even though it is not in exalted or debilitated. Okay, when the planetary position repeats itself even after we zoom in 9 times, it's still in the same rasi, then we call it as Vargottama. So here, are there any planets in Vargottama?
None.
None of them.
None.
None of them. So D9, we can only use for sun being debilitated or not. We confirm that it is not debilitation. And if you see, without using D9, Mr. Vijayan Krishnan have went into deeper level of using degree. He said sun is not debilitated. So there are 2 levels where we can actually analyze into penetrative analysis. So now D9, let's move to the...
Sorry, what about the moon? Why is the moon debilitated in Navamsa?
Moon debilitated in Navamsa. Yeah, we can say that also. But Navamsa is not used for... it's only used to determine the strength in the D1. If it's actually debilitated here, in Navamsa, we won't be using Archi, Ucham, Nicham, even though in the latest astrology, they do use that. In Parasara, we don't have any dignity for the planet in the Navamsa. We'll only compare it with the D1. It is not here. It is not Nicham here. So anything else? Vargottama, none. The way it goes like this, if the planet, let's say the moon is actually here, Rohini Nakshatra, or in Rishabha Rasi, let's say, it's actually exalted. But let's say in Navamsa, it is also here, then it's truly having its strength. But if it's here, then we will not call it debilitated. We would simply say the exalted moon is not truly exalted. You get it? You get it? You understand, Ms. Satyavani?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's move to another one. The most important one is Bhava chart. Anyone would like to explain in 1 sentence or 2 sentences what is Bhava chart? Simply for the beginners to understand. I'm recalling again beginners because Miss Bhavani just started her basic to intermediate class yesterday. So she actually invited the students to join our Inside Exchange. They might be very new for our community. So we want to make sure that they have some relaxed environment for them to learn together with us. So anyone would like to explain what is Bhava chart?
The Bhava chart explains the real position of the planets.
Yes, thank you, Guruji Master. Guruji and Guruji Rajeshwaran. He is also an astrologer and also vice president of Malaysian Astrological Society. And he mentioned just now that real position of the planet. So what does it mean, Master Rajeshwaran? What do you mean by real position? Is it D1 is not real position?
See, Jupiter here, the D1 shows in Simham.
Ah, yes. So why it shifted?
Because of the Lagna point.
Yes, Lagna point. So how do we explain it to the students? You are the astrologer.
So the effect of Jupiter is actually more in Kadagam, Cancer.
Cancer, the effect of, or the role of Jupiter is more in the 2nd house, right?
2nd house.
Okay, so why do we use, why such shift happens?
Because you see, formerly we just take Lagna, we say Midana, the whole thing as the Lagna.
Okay,
now we emphasize where the Lagna point starts.
Okay, wait.
So here is ascendant 21 degrees. It's more than 15 degrees already. So planets also will move.
So those who are beginners, let me say again. So what Master Rajeshwaran is saying is, the whole house is Miduna Rasi in D1. Okay, but not all of us will be being, our birth time will not be accurately at the 0 degree starting of the Miduna Lakhanam. Is that correct, Master Rajeshwaran?
Yes, yes.
So what he mentions now is the ascendant already passed 15 degrees, like already half crossed. Now it's in the 21 degree. So the Bhava chart, how is it constructed? Would you like to explain also, sir?
You mean how it's constructed?
Yeah.
Basing on the Lagna, they interpret and put it in that house's concern.
So thank you so much. So here, what we can see is, so the starting point of the ascendant is in the 21st degree. So in Sri Pati Bhava, what we will do is we will add 15-degree front, we will add 15-degree backward, and then we will create the first house. And when we create all the houses with such ratio, you would see certain planets will shift their house roles. And in this case, Jupiter is the only planet, is no more in the third house, is in the second house. Now, Sripati Bhava will be used for Dasha system later. Okay, that's the main use of Sripati Bhava when you want to predict for a Dasha. So Jupiter, when the Dasha starts or the Bhukti starts, it will also conduct any kind of a significance in second house as well. So here, second house is not empty. It's also being contributed by Jupiter. Okay. Thank you, Master Rajeshwaran. Now, let's go to the Shadbala. Now, based on this, remember guys, you guys are not even close 30%. So, those of you who are already familiar with Inside Exchange, try a little bit harder. Who is this person? What kind of career that he or she can go into? In Sadbala, you will see 10th Lord having 600 points, highest among all the rest of the planets. Lagna Lord, fair point of 500. Sun is, Mars is the lowest. Saturn is also below, around 300. So based on Shadbala, what do you like to say about this person's career? What kind of career this person should go into? Okay, there is a chat box. Private, okay, gold, shekel gold, Jupiter. Is it because of Jupiter?
Since Midhunam people are good in communicating,
okay,
and we saw in that Bhava chart Jupiter is in the second house.
Okay, let me go.
He's expecting 2, 6, and 10.
Okay, from second house is expecting
2, 6, and 10.
And 10. Okay, 2, 6, and 10. Okay, yeah.
It is Jupiter's house.
Mm-hmm.
So we can say he will make a very good lecturer or tutor or advisors to any company. Another one also, I see this guy will make a very good businessman.
Very good businessman because of Jupiter as well?
Yes.
Okay. Any specifics you want to mention, like what kind of business?
Finance.
Finance. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, and Shekel also clarified that private because Mercury is in Virgo means his brain is in high function. Don't think he will join government though. Okay. And then gold because of Jupiter. Okay. And Rupa mentioned about teaching because planet is Jupiter. Okay. Anyone else would like to try? Okay, let me show you something because this is also something important. D10. D10 is the chart which reveals the strength of the 10th Lord. Now we are discussing about Jupiter. Where is Jupiter? In D10?
In Virgo.
In Virgo. In what house? Number. House number.
From Kala Purusha, it will become the 6th.
6.
From Lagna, it will become the 9th.
From the Lagna, it becomes the 9th. So what does it signify?
Something to do with 9th house. No.
Something to do with 9th house. Okay. I understand this chart is a bit difficult. Or maybe we have too much gap since New Year. This person.
Can I give a try?
Yeah, please.
Jupiter with Ketu, is it a spiritual teacher?
He's a spiritual teacher. No, we want you to, give ideas. Later we will reveal, but it's still, we are still not even passing 50%.
Okay, thank you.
But very good try because Jupiter and Ketu is actually like a Ketu spiritual planet. Very good try. Anything? Anyone else would like to try? What kind of career he or she will explore into? Now, let me help a little bit, okay? When we wanted to analyze a chart, we go to the bhava because it's much more accurate. So if you see, the third house in body parts represents what organ or what body part in third house? Third house. Third house is house of communication. That is quality. But in body parts, third house represents what?
Neck.
Neck. And then
Uh,
there are three body parts for the third house.
limb.
Hand. Yes, hand. Shekel is hand. And then
Shoulder.
shoulder. Very good, Mr. Vijayan Krishnan. So neck, shoulder, and also hands. Okay. Now, this person was born in 1955. Born in 1955. Okay. Now, this person have done something with his or her hands. Hands. Think in that route. Because when you want to do something in this world, you're going to be using your body. Your speech, yes, second house, your mouth. The third house is actually your hands. So the third house is active in the Rasi chart. So he did something or she did something with the hands.
Sign language.
What was it, sir?
Sign language.
Sign language. No, it's not. Anyone would like to try? You can type. Anyone? There are a lot of us here. You can just type. Hand maybe got to do with art. Okay, very good. Maybe got to do with art. Okay. Thank you, Shekel.
Sculptor.
Yes. What was it?
Sculptor.
I don't get you, sir.
This one, those people who do statues and all that.
Oh, sculptor. Okay. Thank you. Scalper. Scientist. Yes, Master Rajeshwaran.
Surgeon.
Surgeon. Okay, because also related to hands. Okay, very good. Now it's interesting. Okay, very good. No, could you get that? A little bit more. 1955 onwards, a revolution happened in the world. Remember, ascendant is Mercury. Ascendant Lord is also another Mercury house. Okay, ascendant is strong. So lifelong, this person is going to be Mercury related. Mercury related people will use hand for what?
Would have created computer.
Would have created computer.
Say something to the hand and use the brains.
Use the brain and computer. Okay. You mean like programming? I guess when
No, a computer, PC.
A computer, PC, some more? Are you saying that because Mercury is IT related?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else would like to try?
Is it something related to mathematics?
Mathematics.
Numerical or systems thinking. Like you created something related to numbers, systems, and artificial intelligence.
But this is
something got to do with thinking, the way human thinking.
Coach.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Is it Alan Turing, Alan von Neumann?
No. We wanted to see what are the career first. Later, we will reveal the person's name. Okay. And honestly, we don't have the birth time accurately for Alan Turing. So this is not Alan Turing. Yeah. So Alan Turing is one of the famous guy in AI, I think. Is it right? Artificial intelligence, right?
Yes.
Turing test. He developed the Turing test.
Turing test.
Okay. So Madam Bhavani said, so IT related might have created some computers or PC or something. And then another person said that something related to systematic thinking, maths. Anyone else would like to try? if you notice, the house of Libra has 3 planets there. So in Western astrology, they call it the strong house for this chart is actually Libra, because there is a cluster of strength there. You have Sun, you have Venus, you have Saturn, and even though Sun, according to the degree in Vedic astrology, is not Nicham yet. So Saturn is also not Ucham, but generally that's the house where they get the exaltation of all these kinds of things, and they are linking with the 159 trine, which is actually easy for them to express in their life. So Venus, what kind of Venus will give as a quality to ascendant being the Midunam? These people are very logical people, okay? So if Venus
something creative.
he have done something creative, because Venus is creative planet. Okay. But what kind of creativity that we can connect back to Miduna ascendant? Because they are going to be creative at what?
I think it's probably something related with numbers.
Okay, something related to numbers. Very close.
Yes.
Okay, first time. Very
Finance.
close. Finance, okay. More.
Finance, numbers.
And then someone said entertainment industry due to Venus. Okay. Communication equipment, phone, scientist, writing. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? What did this person is capable of?
Systems that involve a large number of units involving
for people who are dumb and deaf, the Braille system and all.
Involve systems that involve many people and then involve
networking. Network.
No, here I'm talking about people who are not
able to
speak and all that, the Braille system and all that stuff.
So he might have created something related to that?
Yes.
Okay, he or she. And then Madam Kalavadi, you want to say something? He would have created or she would have created what?
Something involving a large number of people, involving a network, digital networks, definitely involving numbers, and that probably involves a huge amount of money.
Okay, huge amount of money because of what?
Because of the massiveness of the creation. It could link with many. It could link large a network, and it also can be used widely in different sectors, I think. Something generic that can be applied and used in a very big circuit.
Bigger circuit. Very good. Now, very good point. If you guys see that initially, remember I mentioned to you that we're going to look at 10th house, but there are other houses are going to be supporting as well. Okay. If you create something, if you want to interact with the world, you need to interact with others. What bhava or which house from the Lagna represents other people?
7 bhava.
Now, 7th lord is who? Who is the 7th lord?
Venus.
Jupiter.
Jupiter. 7th lord is Jupiter. Now, 7th lord is Jupiter, is positioned in the 3rd house of communication. So what does it say? This person is going to communicate. Communicate to who?
To the world, to outside people.
Outside people, because he's also 7th lord. He's also going to communicate to people in the 3rd house, which is actually government oriented or management oriented or administrative oriented. All this comes under sun's quality. But Jupiter, not only the 10th lord, but also the 7th lord. So the 7th lord sitting in the 3rd house, he will be able to communicate. He will be able to interact with the public. So there is a mass there. That's what Madam Kalavadi brought in. So I'm just going to bring you some logic behind it. Okay. Now, so if you say that this person able to communicate like Jupiter and also engage with public, mass scale. So what do you think this person would have maybe like invented or maybe like created or known for in his or her niche or field? What kind of thing?
The creator Apple phone.
Creator Apple phone. Oh, you mean to say that Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs, yeah.
Okay, so Steve Jobs, what's the logic?
Because it's communication, it's also business, and mass communication.
Mass
His device
communication.
has been worldwide used in many ways, He's a
Mhm.
very disciplined person, But 6th house has got Ragu, so he died, diseased, So looking at this chart, he could be potentially a person, but it also aligned with the career profession that we are looking at. Communication, air, airy signs, being 159, that's my reading.
Okay.
Just now you're talking about the third house, right? I was saying computer. So
Yeah.
the smartphone brought a revolution, correct?
Yeah.
It could be that. That's what I was thinking. Since you said revolution, and it was third house, and he created with the hands. So he created a computer, the MacBook, right? Macintosh book.
Okay. So let's see if later it was actually Steve Jobs. Now, I gave that hint because I wanted to just shift from the 30% to at least cross the 50% mark. So now, anything else you want to suggest? We have surgeon, we have teacher, we have writer. Now we have person who created computer. So we have everything related to the third house. Okay, we can agree with that because we may not know that this person will absolutely become a surgeon or become someone related to computer or whatsoever. All we can do as astrologers is to find tendencies that a person have in the natal chart. We can suggest, but we can fine tune the suggestion. Even though all those careers sounds like different, but they are related to the third house. Okay, everybody agrees with that? Surgeon, writer, communicator, media, journalism, computers, programming, all these kinds of things related to the third house. Okay, and we go to this part. This is the final one that you have everything here. And anyone would like to say anything or change anything to like any other careers? And Padma Devi mentioned that inventor of technology. Okay, inventor of technology. What is the reason? Which planet says so? Whenever you suggest something, say the reason, because we are not in consultation session. We are in discussion session. We want to make sure that you decode properly. What is the final layer that I've mentioned in order to determine?
Oh, Dasa Bhukti.
Dasha system.
Bhukti.
Dasha.
Okay.
Dasha system. So this person
I've started with Satan.
Born in 28 October 1955 in Ragu Bhukti. Okay. So here I've extracted the general table. Later I will show you breakdowns of the detail. Okay. Now you have D10 is the most important chart. Okay. The Bhava chart, you already remember that Jupiter is the only one which shifted to the second house. Navamsa, we didn't get much info there, so I ignored that. You have still Shatbala. Now, the person was born in Rahu Bhukti. And if you see the Dasha Lord, the 10th Lord being the Jupiter, will only conduct Dasha at the age of 88. So, the Jupiter being the 10th Lord is actually having its Dasa at the age of 88. But this person already become a very successful person even earlier than that. Okay. So now this person is actually at the age of around like 68 or something lah. Okay, 2026. I mean 70. Yeah, 2000. This year 70 lah. Okay,
70.
in October. Okay, so what do you think about Dasha system and also the chart? What do you think the career would have been for this person? Private, government, business, gold, computers, surgeon?
His prime age, career age, would be during Venus Dasa, 1983, 55.
So around the age of 20 to 20, all still in Kedu. So Venus is
After that,
27.
yeah, that is for 20 years.
Yeah,
20
Venus
years.
Dasha is 20 years, longest.
Yeah, and Venus has been good in his chart. This is the own house. Joined with a friend, which is a Lord of 9 in 5, you know. So, and Venus is, yes, luxury products, you know.
Yes, very good. Venus is luxury product. Okay.
Innovation and latest modern innovation. I mean, it's something fresh and, you know, innovative and good to look at, you know. So, yes, so I stick by Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Okay. Anyone else? So we would say that not Steve Jobs, but like a computer industry, lah.
Yeah, yeah.
Computer industry, communication industry. Computer is a form of communication as well. Anyone else would like to suggest anything else?
Could be internet also,
Could
because
be internet.
internet also brought a revolution.
Internet is
Right.
also a form of
Only
revolution.
in 1990s.
Okay, so something related to IT, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, Madam Bhavani said IT. Anyone else would like to try?
Would have developed the system.
We have 5 more minutes to reveal.
Since Jupiter is in Simham, Kala Purusha 5th house.
Yes.
Open heart surgery.
Open heart surgery. Okay, meaning he's a surgeon or she's a surgeon. Okay. And for the beginners, what Master Rajeshwaran did just now is, from Kala Purusha, it always starts from Aries. For individual chart, the ascendant can start from anywhere. So he's overlapping Kala Purusha, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th house from your ascendant or Kala Purusha denotes the organ heart. So that's why he said heart-related surgeon, heart operation. So when you learn basic class, Madam Bhavani will teach you the body parts, and from there you will be able to see what kind of houses are actually having some promises. Based on that, they can actually select a career. Okay, if the 12th house is strong, or the clusters a lot there, or the 12th house lord is in a good position, then they can be an athletic person, because it involves feet, 2 feet. And anything related to the house of, like, let's say 8th house. 8th house is actually reproductive organ. For the women is actually uterus. So if any malefic planet there, then we can say some kind of health related issue related to the uterus can happen. That's how we use the filter called body parts. That's what he did just now. So 3rd house for this person is hand. But for Kala Purusha, it's also heart. So he said heart surgeon. This is the accuracy that you can get when you study astrology deeper. So anyone else would like to try? So 10th Lord is in the 3rd house of communication. But remember, the Dasha is not happening yet. And in 10th house, you have Moon. And the Dasha is already done. 53 years old, already started and already done. But before this is actually Mercury Dasa. But Venus Dasa is, Ketu Dasa is when this person actually went to college. Okay. And at the age of 25 or something, I think, yeah, adult life, already venturing into something that he or she wanted to do. So it is actually based on these 3 that you can actually see what exactly happened, or you can predict. That's why the Dasha gives much more finer layer. We started 10 minutes late, so just be patient. This is the last slide before we reveal everything. I'm going to ask one last time. So you have the...
Facebook, is it?
What?
Facebook.
Facebook. Oh, you mean communication related, network related,
Yes.
IT related. Okay, Facebook. So you meant Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg was actually born much later than 1955. So it's not Mark Zuckerberg. And I didn't get Mark Zuckerberg's exact birth time also. So it's not Mark Zuckerberg. So again, we want to discuss the nature of job, not the person. Later we will reveal the person. Okay. So let me ask. 10th Lord in the 3rd house. 10th Lord is Jupiter. And Jupiter is in the house of communication. Okay. Personally, we can say this person will able to communicate like Jupiter. Transiting in Simha house of truthfulness. And this particular person having its communication house active with Jupiter. Jupiter is also a planet that actually more lean towards truthful speaking. So this is all about the person. Now, anything that we have as a personality is what we're going to convert into service and product, right? Anything that you have as a personality is what you're going to convert as service and product. So 3rd house is also house of communication, yes, but it's also communication industry. And that's where IT comes in, network comes in, computer comes in. And 3rd house, body part wise, is hand, your neck, your shoulders. So someone who do something, because 10th house is about karma. Karma is actually action, doing, behavior that you use your body to do. And the body part that he's going to be performing mostly is 3rd house, house of hands, shoulder or neck. So again, it has to be like something related to hands, communication industry, and final one. It can be surgeon, it can be computer related, it can be IT. Okay, these are the 3 options. And many of you did not participate, but let's see one by one. You have the reaction in Zoom where you can say yes or no. Okay, I'm going to ask how many of you want to say that this person is a surgeon. You can use the hand gesture in Zoom. How many of you want to say, okay, do you have the hand gesture? How many of you would like to say, okay, Rupa said, okay, chat box also you can put the response. Rupa said, surgeon. Edwin said Bill Gates software, Microsoft, Bill Gates software engineer. Okay, thank you, Edwin. How many of you say communication related or IT related? Okay, Vijay and Krishnan said yes. And then Sharmila Mohan said yes. Mr. Kevin said yes. Padma Devi said yes. So there are others did not respond anything. So what is another career that I mentioned? One is actually computer related, IT related, surgeon. Is there anything else? Others don't have any idea? Okay, never mind. Now it's time to reveal the career. Okay, this time our ability to decode is a little bit backstepped. Okay, next inside exchange, I will try to decode this for you. But we did a good job because we don't know the native. Okay, the native. Okay, Satyavani said communication and electronic. Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to reveal the person.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. So we have the person being born in Saturn Dasha, Rahu Bhukti, end of the Saturn Dasha, and then Mercury is actually at the age of 3, and then the career path and college and career started in the Ketu Dasha and also Venus, and then the Sun and Moon is the last lah. So now the person is already retired. Okay, anyone recognize this person? Anyone recognize this person?
Bill Gates.
Okay.
Bill Gates' assistant.
Bill Gates' assistant. Who is this person? Who is this person?
This is Bill Gates, huh?
Bill Gates. Who is this person? This is fun. Yes. You can type, you can talk. Who is this
Alien,
person?
alien.
Alien. Oh my God, sir. Who is this person? Look at his environment. What he's actually having there.
All computers around.
All computers around. So who is he? Is he Steve Jobs? Is he Bill Gates? Is he Mark Zuckerberg?
No, Bill Gates when he was 17.
Bill Gates. Okay, how many of you want to say Bill Gates? How many of you want to say Steve Jobs? Okay, Bill Gates, want to vote?
I say Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, okay. Anyone else? Bill Gates? Okay, Malaysian astrologers say Bill Gates, Shalmila Mohan, Bill Gates, some more. 5 people said Bill Gates. How many of you, okay, Vijay Krishna also Bill Gates. How many of you say it's Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs?
No.
Nobody, okay. He is none other than the man who put a computer in every home. He is Bill Gates, okay? Now, Bill Gates' chart is one of the most discussed chart in the Western astrology. In fact, if you go anywhere to find his chart, it's easy. You will get AA rating for his birth time as well. So when we discuss in Inside Exchange, we wanted to get people who are very notable in the world, and we want to get their exact time, birth time, because in Vedic astrology, we have a concept of Lakkanam. In Western astrology, they might have this sun-based sign. If you are a Leo in Western astrology, in Vedic astrology, you might be in another Rasi already. So in Vedic astrology, we want to fine-tune further by using Lakna, and the Laknam needs accurate timing. So that's why whenever we want to discuss chart, we would go for any references that is hand-collected birth certificate, or it has a proper reference in biography. So Bill Gates had birth certificate reference, and I took it from astrotheme.com. I compared that with Astro Databank and also astrosage.com. So now let's go to the...
Now, just don't mind, huh?
Yeah,
you got the date of birth 29/10/1955.
28/10/1955.
28/10.
Yeah.
Time?
Time, wait, time. Check.
Because I got this software, I'm getting 29/10. I got his chart with me.
8:58.
8:58. But 28, huh?
Yeah, 8:58. So Astro Theme, Astro Databank, and Astro Astro Theme, Astro Databank, Astro Sage. They have the same date.
Okay.
So here we will go into a bit breakdown. So his early educations, the timeline, he started in the Mercury Dasha, 1955. He was born in October 28 in Seattle, Washington, and he studied in Lakeside. He wanted to pursue, so if you see here, he wanted to pursue, okay, where is it? He wanted to pursue law because of family pressure, but his actual focus was mathematics. Remember, someone said he will be thinking more math-oriented, numbers-oriented, systems thinking, and he's also inclined towards maths and computer science, and spent most of his time in labs than classes. He joined Harvard University in 1973. So 1973 is going to be Mercury Dasha, and 1973 is going to be Saturn. And here, his first vision for softwares started in 1975, and that's exactly in Ketu Dasha itself. And he built the first computer, or microcomputer, Alta 8800, and that's where his idea came that in future, people will be needing software for computers to run. So he wrote a basic interpreter for Alta, and this was the core invention of his craft. And later on, first major venture was actually with Paul Allen, someone who's much more elder than him. He joined venture with Paul Allen. In fact, Paul Allen played a crucial role in building foundations of a Microsoft company. And then business focus was actually licensing the software, not the hardware. So he's a person who actually coded hours and hours the software related stuff. Okay, so that's why I was keep on saying hands related to the third house, and he's a person who's actually Mercury is the Lagna Lord. Mercury is all about maths, everything has to do with numbers. So coding is all about binary numbers, and how you code them using your hands. And then later on here, his breakthrough decision was actually in 1980 and also in the Ketu Dasha. But if you note, it's almost around the Rahu and the Jupiter Bhukti, even though their Dasha is not there yet. And IBM approached his software and he got licensed. It's what you call as MS-DOS. Those days, there are no colors in the screen, only either a blue and black or white and black kind of a neutral kind of colors. Okay. And then he retained ownership. This ownership is what actually made him dominant in the industry. He also played a very tricky role by suppressing competitor companies, which later on became a worldwide court case where he simply said that maybe someone sent email from me without my permission, my computer got hacked, and he got out from that particular accusation. So here, expansion and dominance. 1981, still in the Ketu Dasha, and 1985 will overlap with the Venus, because after 1983, you will have Venus Dasha, and first version of Windows was released. In 1990s, next one, which is actually Venus, here, Microsoft dominates operating system, office software, enterprise solutions. Now, look at the keywords. Operating system, you cannot see. It's intangible. Office software, software is intangible. You cannot touch, you cannot hold. Enterprise solutions, mostly he sold software related stuff. And that relates to exactly the air signs. Air, you cannot touch. It's intangible. You cannot hold air. So next one, leadership transition. In 2000, he stepped down as a CEO because of some health challenges. And then his role changed to chairman and chief software architect. So he is still in years 2000 to 2008, still in the managerial position. So here we can say the 159 being Sun here. So the leadership position or quality or the ability to run a company is there. And Microsoft shifted focus to philanthropy. So if you have a planet in the 12th house, you will be tending towards or inclined towards charity. And he built the Melinda Gates Foundation and also Bill and Melinda Gates Foundations, which focuses on philanthropy in fine-tuning education, health. He also did some contribution to malaria and also prevention of AIDS. And then 2014, Sun Dasha is when he resigned as a chairman of the board, became a technology advisor still, but he truly exited from Microsoft, like exactly resign like that, okay? In 2008 and 2014, formal leadership exit. He's no more attached with Microsoft. He gave all to, I'm not sure if it's Steve Ballmer or Paul Allen. I think it's Steve Ballmer. So that's all for today's discussion. So this chart is a little bit difficult. Maybe we can discuss more charts like this, but when we involve again and again in these kinds of discussions, we will be able to see that we are fine-tuning our ability to decode for anyone. So anyone would like to ask any question? I think Mr. Vigneshwaran had some question in the beginning. Anyone? If no question, we can just end the discussion. Anyone have any question? Anyone can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Can we end the discussion then?
Yeah, I'd just like to make one announcement.
Yeah,
while
please.
we have the keen astrologers here. We have actually announced that we intend to do KP astrology, with a speaker or a lecturer from India, Professor Chris Murali, is quite eminent in KP astrology. But we have a free preview on 15th of February. So keep all those who are interested to actually hone your skills in interpretation using KP astrology. It's another technique where it's a bit more, you can say, accurate, because it goes very precise into sublords, and so for like a twin who are born almost few minutes difference, this technique will be able to differentiate those twins characters and their interpretation. So anyhow, look out for this free preview. Keep yourself free so you can attend it. Okay, that's the announcement. Thank you, Bane.
Thank you. So let's end the session, and we will end again with prayer. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevaya Sishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, everyone. We will meet again in 2 weeks' time with another chart to discuss. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.